Hello everyone.
Hello.
Welcome to Awaken Within with myself, Laura, and the lovely Adele.
Hello,
So
everyone. Good morning.
welcome. We have a lovely guest in today, Albina, and she is a medium. Unfortunately, our the video feed is that we're having problems with that with Albina. So she'll just be coming in with her voice unless we can get that sorted. Let us know in the comments section where you're tuning in for today. Say hello, send us a message, tell us how you are.
How are you, Laura?
I am good. I'm feeling really chilly today though. I think I was saying
Oh,
to you earlier, like there's all that beautiful spring the last couple of days, and then I don't know where it's gone now. So how are you doing, Adele?
yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Looking forward to the weekend. And yes,
Oh,
yeah.
fantastic. Have you got anything nice planned for the weekend?
Really, actually, it's the first weekend in a long time where I'm not working. So it's just going to be nice just to relax and yeah, just spend some time with family.
Oh,
I
that
can see
sounds
we're getting,
amazing.
yeah. I can see we've got a hello come in from Sophie saying, hello all, happy joyous blessings. Hello to you, Sophie. Good
Oh,
morning.
bounteous, joyous blessings back to you. And we've got Sylvie from and she's coming in, joining us from all the way from Canada. So lovely to see you, Sylvie.
Hello, Sylvie. And then we've got Annette. Good morning from Belper in Derbyshire.
Good
Good
morning.
morning to
Morning.
you. I love seeing all the locations where everyone's based. And then
Me
we've got the
too.
lovely Kath. Good morning from Bradford. Good morning to you, Kath.
Good morning, Kath. And Nicola, it is chilly in London today. I'm just from outside London. It is really chilly. It's so disappointing. I was looking forward to the bright sun again today, but that's English weather for you, isn't it?
And we've got good morning. Well, so we've got wet in Somerset from Claire. Good morning to you, Claire. And you're saying it's wet in Somerset. At least it's dry here where I am near Surrey.
Maria, morning from London. Good morning.
Good morning, Maria. And we've got good morning from Cornwall. Oh, I do love Cornwall. Hello, Anne from Cornwall. Lovely to see you here today.
Kelly, good day, Adele, Laura, and Richard, and all in chat. Good day to you, Kelly. Nice to have you here. I wondered as well, because obviously we've had quite a few guests on. For any regulars that have been coming on, maybe share in the comments anything that you've been using, if you've been using the EFT, if you've been doing some somatic work. And also let us know if you're doing any more journaling as well. Let us know in the comments section.
And we've got somebody from sunny Spain. So we've got Marianne, greetings from sunny Spain. Good morning. I don't know if it's
Greetings.
yes, yeah. I'm feeling jealous of your sunny
Yeah.
Spain.
Like rubbing salt in the wound at the
Yeah.
moment. I'm freezing. Carrie Ann, good morning from Ontario, Canada. I'm sure it's probably quite cold in Canada, so good morning to you. Morning from Portsmouth, from Rebecca. So good morning.
Good morning, Rebecca.
And my little sister there, Hannah
Oh,
W.
hello.
Morning, Laura and Adele. Morning, Hannah.
Morning, Hannah. And we've got Amanda Ward here saying good morning. Good morning to you, Amanda. And then we've got Jane here as well. Hello from overcast Suffolk. Good morning to you.
And Carrie Ann is saying it's snowing here. Where were you from again, Carrie? Were you from Canada? Yeah, you're from Canada. Yeah, I'm not surprised it's snowing. And Vanessa, hi from South Africa. Hi. And Sophie's saying, I use somatic breath work and focus and EFT whilst awaiting my older car's MOT on Wednesday. All was great, and I'm happily back on the road. Oh, what a relief, Sophie. That's amazing. Did it all help you then? It sounds like it manifested your healthy car. So that's wonderful.
And it's amazing that you're able to use those tools just from seeing it live on SPTV Live and then being able to use that in everyday life. So that's wonderful to see. Thank you so much for sharing that with us.
Yeah, brilliant.
Amazing. Okay, so now, so anybody that we haven't said hello to yet, just say good morning to everybody that's watching us live at the moment. We have got one other comment that I just want to talk to do a shout out for. So this is Nicola saying, I use EFT for migraines, but never think to use for other things. Oh, wonderful. Did you used to use the EFT for migraines before we had the lovely Jo on? I wondered if it was something that was introduced to you through the SPTV Live or if it was something that you knew of before, but that's wonderful that it helps you with the migraines anyway. Oh, and for those that weren't on the SPTV, I'm trying to think, Laura, was it about 4 weeks ago that we had Jo on and she did the EFT?
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
it was about 4 weeks ago, wasn't it? Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Jo, so EFT for those that weren't live with us 4 weeks ago, it's called Emotional Freedom Technique, and it's a way of working through the body in the meridian points and tapping
Yeah.
on those areas to release any blockages in energy. I think that's a short version of it. Laura, do you have anything that you wanted to add to that?
Well, I actually did a business retreat the other day, and we used the EFT technique for releasing the emotions attached to money mindset, which was really, really interesting. And it's such a powerful thing as you're working through all the meridians. You're tapping on your collarbone, and there's that one on your head,
Yeah.
inside of the eyebrow, the outside, underneath the eye, the lip, and that. And you're tapping, and then you're talking you're talking yourself through different things. So how you are feeling about like how what limiting beliefs are sort of coming up for you about money, and then you sort of just tap through that, and you can really see a difference in your energy, and you can really feel a difference with the way that you feel with it. So it was really powerful doing it again. I really enjoyed it.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, I have seen the course. It sounds like a fascinating one to do.
Yeah, it was good. It was good. It was good fun, definitely. Tony's saying hi from New Zealand. Shared, how are you both? Does it help with major sinuses? I think it helps with everything. I think it can help. I think it's one of those things that you've got to try and you've got to be consistent with when you're doing it. I think it helps with emotional releases, but a lot of people have said it helps with pain as well. So I think it's worth looking into. And there's a lot of fantastic EFT practitioners out there as well. Thank you for sharing also, Tony. And I'm doing really well. I'm doing really well. I'm so happy to be here with you all as well this morning.
And I'm very well as well. Thank you, Tony, for asking. That's very kind of you. I hope you are well too. So now might be a good time actually for us to introduce our special guest. So we're really excited
Brilliant.
to have Albina join us this morning. But I can see there's a few more comments that have come in. So just to say hello to everybody that we haven't touched and we haven't given a shout out to, but just to say that we can see your messages and just to give you an overall shout out.
Amazing. Amazing.
So I think now might be a really good point, a good time to introduce our lovely guest. So we're going to have the lovely Albina is joining us now. So if everybody would like to give a shout out in the comments and just welcome Albina onto the show. So as Laura did mention, And Albina is live with us now. Fabulous. Hello, Albina.
Hello. Nice to read all these lovely messages from everyone, and nice to be here in your show. Absolutely delighted. Hello.
Thank you, Albina. And actually, you're really right. And I think that's what I love about the SPTV Live. It's like a little community. So it's really interactive in the comments. And you're right, there's lots of comments coming through this morning, which is lovely. So how are you this morning, Albina?
Yes, I feel absolutely delighted to be here. I feel excited as well and a little bit worried because it's my very first time being in a show. But yes, I'm quite excited.
Oh, good.
Lovely to have you here. It really is. Really
Thank you,
excited.
Kathy. Hello, Kathy. Kathy Dorothy. Yeah. Hello, everyone.
So I can see a lot of comments coming in. Thank you, everyone, for saying your hellos to Albina. I can see quite a few comments coming in, saying hello to Albina. So you're having a nice warm welcome onto the show this morning.
Yeah, thank you so much.
So the reason we wanted to get Albina on the show is Albina is a medium show, so we thought it'd be quite nice to get Albina onto the show. I actually had a reading with Albina about 4 weeks ago, and the way that she worked with me was like something like I've never experienced before, and so I just thought it'd be really nice to get her on board. And also because obviously Laura is a medium as well, so it's kind of nice to have the view from both Laura and Albina for both of you to share your experiences and stuff.
Wonderful. Yeah,
that sounds great. Yeah, and thank you, Claire, for saying we are all lovely here. Thank you very much. I'm not scared now.
So what we thought we'd start off with is Albina, did you want to share a little bit about you and how your journey started? Because I understand that you the mediumship side of things, that started from sort of quite a young age, and just kind of share a little bit about where you are now, because I know that you're really passionate about wanting to share this gift. You know that it can help so many people, and just kind of where you are now with it.
Yes, thank you for this opportunity, first of all. What I can say on this part, how did my journey start? Maybe at a young age, maybe in my family, although none of my family have ever spoken about spirituality or anything like that. In faith, we're Christian Orthodox in my country, back in my country, Bulgaria. And only my grandmother told me when I was young, like advice from her, please, Albina, when you grow up, can you look into the white brotherhood of spirituality, white rose? And I never actually thought about that, but probably the conversation I had with my grandmother, she thought it's a good idea to give me this advice. Later on, in my life, when I became 20, I was very interested in to find why I live in this planet. What am I doing? I probably wasn't on a great place at that time. I was struggling with family, usually problems, and as normal, we all are. And I was advised by a colleague, just to let you know my background, I'm an IT specialist, so completely down to earth, nothing to do with spirituality or anything like that. So I'm computer specialist, very technical person. And nevertheless, I came across that colleague of mine. So she told me, "When if you would like to know something more interesting, why don't you try to go to a group?" I used to go to that group. It was linked with energy. So I went, and what it happened was just simple meditation. People taught me how to meditate, how to clear my body, how to help other people. But the problem there came with the fact that I had to do that every single day. My life was so busy, and they say if you don't do it every single day, you're going to lose your abilities. And I thought, well, after the third or fourth time, because for 3 days consequently, if you don't do the exercise, you're losing your abilities. And then I obviously thought I've lost it. I just didn't have the time. And then further on, I started university application programming, and I met there my next teacher without knowing that. The whole class was full with boys, obviously, and I was the only girl. So I went there. I missed a lesson, and I wanted to talk to that boy. What have I missed? And suddenly, he actually pointed out another boy. So he said to me, "Can you please go and talk to this boy? He will tell you what lesson you've missed." And I went to him, and later on, I found out that the first boy I talked to, actually, he was a medium. And he saw that I was a wife of his best friend. I even didn't know his best friend. Therefore, he actually sent me to the boy, which would have been a husband to be. I didn't even know the boy. And he said to me, "You need to give him your phone number, and then he will tell you what lesson you've missed." And I was absolutely, he never said to me, of course, "Well, do you know you're going to marry so and so?" So he kept that completely silent. And I went to the boy, to my husband to be, and I said to him, "Oh, do you know what? I've missed this lesson. Can you please help me? Da, 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 da. I'm giving you my phone number." And I was thinking, for goodness sake, what am I talking about? I'm going to unknown boy in my class, giving him my phone number. I didn't like that. And I went back to the first boy and I said, "Well, can you please let me know? I didn't like what you've done. What have I missed? Because I'm here, I'm busy, I'm working. What have you? Can you please pay attention to me?" So that's how we became friends, three of us. The husband to be, of course, became my boyfriend later on quite quickly. I had another boyfriend meanwhile, but I've ended up the relationship because it wasn't going anywhere. And at the end of the day, I found out that my best man to be, he is giving these lessons, and it's all about energy, how you work with your body energy, and how you can transform your healing yourself, how you can heal other people, what can you achieve, what knowledge can you have. And he opened my mind for things which I even never imagined. Apparently, my husband was on that training as well. So I've asked, "Can I join your group?" And he said, "Well, there is no group." Of course, he was a trainer at that point. So I joined him. I start learning lots of stuff. I start learning about the energy moving inside my body, getting it outside, giving it to other people, all sorts of things. But then later on in life, when I was in my 30s, we have to relocate to England. So I came in England in 2002, and I well had to stop my learning. Although, to be honest with you, the learning never stopped because we could have connected with my best man, who became my best man in my wedding. And in England, what has happened, I found a group, a spiritual church group, and I just joined the circle there. And for at least 15 years, I have been practicing and learning more and more from another point of view, let's say English environment, whatever English spiritual circles are teaching people. Oh, of course, this is for entertainment reasons and what have you. I took it very seriously. I haven't missed many circles and practical stuff. And then suddenly, I don't know how I bumped into Adele last year. And a friend of mine actually said to me, "Oh, go and check what this lady is doing. She has a fair or something." And I said, "Oh my God, I know everything. I'm not interested in that. Why are you?" To my friend Veronica, I was together with her. And they said, "No, no, I want you to go there and meet Adele." And I did that. And then everything changed. So because I never wanted to expose myself to public, all the help I was giving so far only to friends, And to be honest with you, yeah, I never ever, because I'm a teacher, so I changed my profession when I came in England to a
Yeah.
teacher in IT and business, very down to earth, of course. And you know, to be a teacher, you have to be very careful because of safeguarding reasons. I never wanted the parents to find out that I can actually do more than any other teacher does. And at the end of the day, of course, I'm trying to protect myself and others as well. But my journey is, yeah, so far so good. Meeting Adele changed a lot,
Oh,
to be
bless
honest
you.
with you. So over to you, Adele. I don't know what else to
Yeah.
say.
No, that's perfect.
Amazing.
It's interesting hearing your story because from what you're saying, what I picked up when you were talking, it sounds like your journey actually started with energy and like
Yes.
the inner
Mm.
healing on yourself and understanding how to manage your energy through meditation and all of that stuff. And then
Yeah.
once you were able to manage that your own energy, other things just opened up for you, which is what it sounds.
Yes.
Yeah. So I remember when we connected for the first time last year at this fair that you mentioned earlier, and I remember like you saying then that you weren't you were only really doing readings for like friends and family, but now you're
Yeah.
really seem to, through the in-person community, you're getting sort of more and more experience with doing the face-to-face and one-on-one mediumship, which is lovely to see.
Yes. Yes.
That's
And actually,
amazing.
so what I found fascinating, Albina, when you did a reading with me a few weeks ago, is when it's like you have a direct link with spirit. So like it's like when
Yes.
you had questions, or when I gave you the questions, and then it's like I could just see you like almost like directly linking and hearing the words come through and stuff, which I just found fascinating to watch
Yeah.
you do that.
Yeah, I can say so. It feels like when I'm connecting, I usually close my eyes. I'm sorry I can't be on a video so you can see my face, but yes, it's lagging problem my computer on my side. But what I want to say, I'm closing my eyes and I'm trying to picture or to hear. So I'm talking to my spirit or my guides. Who is with me? I don't know what to call it, but you can choose any word you like. The energy which helps me, I can say. And then I hear so because the main thing for me is not going to the past. um, I don't want to make people a little bit upset if I connect with their passed away relatives, because that makes me sad, and I have seen many people cry when I did the connection. And it's just sometimes I prefer to do happiness rather than upset someone, because I have upset many people by the fact that I'm giving true things which people never shared with me. I wouldn't. I have seen a picture of somebody who I was doing reading, a picture on their desk, which I never been to their house, and the clothes they were wearing on that picture, and people are starting crying because they feel that somebody is really looking over them and looking after them from the other world, if you like. So
Yeah.
I passed that point, and I prefer. So that's the past. I prefer the present, because if I look into the future, and it could be I can see the future very well. I can see the future, and I'm not telling you, well, you have to believe me, because I'm not saying that. But if I tell a person what is going to happen in the future, if that person trusts me so much, so it doesn't actually do the action which will lead to that change in the future, to me, that is me failing, and I prefer to keep that for myself for the minute, for the time being, when I'm talking to the person, until I gain their trust. And then I prefer to talk about the present. So if there is any problem with the present, what bothers the person now at the moment, I prefer to help and solve that problem with, of course, spiritual work, and with, to be honest with you, my personal knowledge and experience as well, what I have been through. Because sometimes I have to say to the people, well, do you know, I have been having the same problems as you. I totally understand where you're coming from. I will link to the upstairs, as I call them, and I'll ask them, because I prefer to not know anything about you personally. I connect with the spirits. I hear you, what you say, but just, yeah, I can help you from both sides. My experience and what upstairs is giving me as an advice to you, and we can start from there. Is that okay? I'm sorry, I'm talking too much.
Beautiful. No, it's lovely listening to you, because it's different ways that people are sharing their gift, and it's wonderful that you're starting to step out a little bit now as well. And Marianne's just written here, she's
Yeah,
written a comment, it is difficult to go
yeah,
public with our gifts, and I totally relate to that as
yeah.
well, Abina. And listening to you as well, you said that you you listen, we were talking earlier, and you said that you actually link with words in the
I
present.
receive. No, I link with my spirit guide, let's call it that way.
Hmm.
And then I receive words because many people work in a different way. So
Yeah.
some, I stopped my training. Let's start from that. I stopped my training with my Bulgarian best man. I stopped the training because he didn't want to do the training anymore. That's why I carried on in England
Hmm.
with the spiritual circles, because he was upset with upstairs. And I'll tell you his story quickly, of course. So he was upset that upstairs didn't let him know when his parents are going to die. And I've learned in English environment that spirits will never ever tell you this information. So we cannot, I personally cannot tell a person, oh, do you know, you've got problems with your mom or whoever, and then I'll tell you, oh, I'm so sorry, he's gonna die tomorrow. Never ever. Even if I know this information, I'm not allowed to say that, because that will distress completely the person I'm talking to.
Yeah.
So it should be told he didn't have the right to ask this from spiritual world. And I told him that, and I said to him, "Do you know, our parents will die before us, and the most unpleasant thing is to actually find out your child if he's going to die. So please do not even think that spiritual world has to say to you who is going to die, because this is something what you
Mm.
shouldn't know. And I
Yeah.
would never ever say to any person I'm talking to, do you know somebody is gonna pass away soon? Never than mind. So if even the person is on his deathbed, if you like, which is not nice to say, but well, I'm going to die one day, and then I don't want to know when I'm going to pass away,
Yeah. Yeah.
because
I
this
think
is not the thing. I'm not living here on planet to know when I'm going to be dying. This is not a nice thing to know.
I think
So,
as mediums,
yeah,
you've got a great responsibility when
exactly.
and you've got to be so careful, like
Yeah,
ethically, and how that you're speaking about, even to say when I link to the spirit world, link to someone's loved one, you've
yeah,
got to be so careful about how you're speaking about someone's loved one, even if maybe when they were here,
yeah,
they weren't so nice. You've still got to be so
yeah, yeah,
gentle. You've got such a great
absolutely.
responsibility, and as you
Yeah,
said, like going into the future, knowing it's not always great to know the future, and
no,
sometimes
not
being
at
in that
all.
present moment is really, that's about living, isn't it? Living in the
Yeah,
present moment,
yeah,
and that's the most important things. And our paths change as well as we
yeah,
move forward. So there might be a prediction, but
yeah,
anything can change the course of it. And as you said, when you
yeah,
give someone a prediction, or you give someone that future reading, if they
yeah.
just sit there and they say, oh well, that's going to happen to me, I'm
That's it. Yeah.
gonna win the lottery tomorrow, they might not
Ay,
actually do that. They might not actually write the
absolutely.
numbers out for the ticket, so they won't win
No.
it. So yeah,
Yes.
we've got a great
Do you know? Absolutely
responsibility.
great responsibility. Agree with you. Can I just say a quick short story? So that best man, my first teacher, he was asked to actually see the future numbers of the lottery. So because we share lots of stories. So what happened? He said, well, money, first of all, with the spiritual world, that is nothing. So to have a great amount of money is a big responsibility. You have to know how to deal with the money. So money cannot be given to every single person, because that may destroy their life in the future. So what he said to me, he shared that story. So a group of friends he was teaching, they asked him, oh, can you actually give us the lottery numbers of the next week? So he says, well, do you know what? I don't want to do that. And blah, blah. It's not my thing to do. I don't want to see that in the future. But for the sake of it, he said, okay, I'll actually do it. And then he tapped into the energy, everything else, and he got the numbers. So 6 numbers in Bulgaria, you go, and then you can win. So if you win 4 numbers in one prize, 5 numbers is bigger prize, 6 numbers is quite a big one. And then obviously not many people can win that. And then he gave those numbers to all the people. Then they look at the numbers, and each one of them decided by chance, I have no idea why, to change one number, 1 or 2 numbers. So at the end of the day, this group of friends changed 2 numbers, and they entered the lottery, paid the ticket and what have you. And then suddenly the numbers which my best man gave it away, those were the numbers. He said that was with such a great difficulties to get those numbers. But of course, nobody won because purely people do not trust you. So telling the future, you see what is going on.
100%. And that's so funny. Like so they were given the lottery numbers, but they decided to change. They would have won the lottery with these numbers. But it goes to show, doesn't it? Like when we're told things, rather than sometimes the answers coming from within us or us, like when you get given some guidance, it's our choice whether we choose to follow that guidance or not.
Absolutely.
And it's so true, like with the future as well. It's our choice what we do with that information.
Absolutely, 100%. Yes. So therefore, what I did for Adele, not only for Adele, for the people I did the reading there, was just tell me if you have any questions for now. What problems do you have? Can I help you somehow with my experience plus the upstairs link? And a couple of those people said, yes, I have a question. Can you tell me? I don't know, I'm just going to say something. I have problems with one of my son or one of my children. It was mentioned, son or daughter. And then can you tell me, please, how can I deal with that problem? And I gave the message, was absolutely spot on. And one of the other ladies said, well, I don't have questions really. What message can you give me? And then I tap into her energy and everything, and it turns out she had so many questions, and I gave her so many words, and I said to her, well, a word like security camera came into my mind, and I saw in Adele's, because we were in Adele's home, I saw something like on the top of the room, something like looked like a camera to me. And I don't know why I said to this lady, camera, security camera. And then I said to her, does that make any sense to you? Because I'm wrong here. She said, no, perfect sense to me, and I'll tell you why. So she wrote down the word security camera, and it turns out that the message from upstairs was, please install that security camera. You've been told by social services to have a camera because the lady needed to record what's happening into her house to help the social people who are dealing with one of her children, something, whatever, along that line. And I was, to be honest with you, was really, really astonished because in my mind, the word security camera, I looked to Adele's room. There was no security camera there. There was some little thing at the end of the room on the ceiling. And probably it was part of the furniture. I can't even remember at the moment. But why the hell I had this security camera? It was really spot on. And I told the lady, please, can you do that? Because this will help you, your family, solving the problem. And she said, yeah, thank you so much for this message. And yeah, that's how it goes, actually. So I do prefer. So this is still future, because we're talking about, could you please do so and so, so your future to get better or something to improve in your life. But I'm talking about now. So can you please do that? And then that's how it goes with me. Unfortunately,
it's like guidance for the here and now, isn't it? It's like guidance for
yes,
now.
that guidance. Yeah, because that's what we need. Yeah, we are confused sometimes. Yeah, we're confused, we need to know the future. No, please, we don't need to know the future. I want to know my future, honestly, I do. And if somebody tells me something, that's perfect. But I take the future like, oh, do you know what? I shouldn't go that way because I may, this road, let's say, I may not achieve what I want to achieve. So if I go better road, I will have more success. So that to me, if somebody tell me the future, I'll take it that way. Okay.
Fabulous. So I was just reading a message from
Yes.
Sophie. So Sophie's written here,
Yeah.
I did receive negativity from some re my mediumship, both in childhood and afterwards. I feel that's fear-based. So if you trust your
Mm.
connection with spirit, which is always love-based, all is well. See, I love that, what you put there,
Yeah.
Sophie, and that's so true,
Yeah.
is
Thank
that
you.
connection with spirit is love-based and focusing
Yes.
on that, definitely.
100% for me as well. Absolutely.
I
You
think,
either love what you do or you don't. And if you don't like it, just don't do it. That's all I have to say.
yeah. Is it worth seeing if there's anybody out there that is needing any advice or needing like some guidance? So Albina, what was it you were saying? So you said that you normally ask people to focus on something that they're needing guidance with.
No, just say, tell me, give me
Question.
a question. Yes,
Okay.
what is it bothering you? But don't give me information because I don't want to know what is going on in your life. Just say, well, can you please? I have this question, and then I'll go from there.
So if there's anybody that's listening and would like to have a reading, then feel free to write some in the comments that you would like a reading. And then in the meantime, we can continue. Because I'm actually quite curious, because obviously we're talking to Albina a lot about the mediumship, but I'm very aware that Laura also does mediumship. And I'm just interested. So Albina, you mentioned about your family. So like, so from a young age, it was like, it was very Christian based. So it kind of like your spirituality developed as at an older age. But I wondered with Laura, is that, how did it work with you? Have you always been around people that have been spiritual from a young age?
I was really lucky.
Yeah.
So I saw spirit from a very young age. And I think when you're a child, you're so innocent and you don't have those blocks that you do as an adult. So I'd see spirit physically, which now is very rare for me to see them physically in the way that I did. It's almost instead of using my sort of the third eye, which now I could see them almost like they would be as a person.
Wow.
But my father, my dad, he's also he did mediumship. He sat in circles. He was really into all that, and also my granddad as well. He was very into Tai Chi, very into energy, very big on meditation. Both my dad and my granddad as well. So I think it was sort of meant to be. I also my cousin, he was a Buddhist as well, so he would meditate with me. He really taught me how to meditate in the present moment as well. Whereas my granddad and my dad, it was more like the journey of mediumship that I went through.
Right.
But very young age. But I was lucky because I did have that open-mindedness from the family because they'd been through that anyway
Yeah.
with my dad and everything. It was just sort of the backlash at school because obviously it's probably a little bit strange to have somebody bringing in spiritual books and all sorts of stuff because I was into a bit of Wicca and all that sort of thing, exploring that sort of area when I was younger. So I think taking that into school, you get that backlash from the other children. I was probably a little
Yeah.
bit of a strange child in that way, but yeah, I was really lucky with that.
There's also an element that if people don't understand it, they then go into that fear-based way of thinking, and it's just,
Yeah.
they just don't understand it. But it sounds like for you from a young age, your family understood the spirit, the connection with spirit, and understood came from it from a place of love rather than fearing it. So they allowed you to explore that.
Yeah, it brings the magic of life, I think. It's the magic in life. So yeah, it's wonderful.
I'm curious to know, so you mentioned that your cousin used to sit down with you and do Buddhist meditation. How old were you roughly when you did that?
I think I was about 7 or 8. I was quite young. Yeah, I meditated from a really young age. It was something I just love. And there was one experience in particular. I remember my grandmother had this beautiful conservatory with loads of plants out there, and we went out. I think it was about 5 in the morning, and we sat and we meditated. And as I opened my eyes, this beautiful passion flower just opened in front of me, and I just remember that feeling of that connectedness to everything around me in that moment. So it was quite a prolific experience to have at quite a young age. Yeah, it was beautiful. Yeah, quite young.
Because it's interesting to hear that from you, because for me, my journey didn't start until I turned 30, because I think just everything in life was I was sensitive as a child, but I had to like disguise it because people around me were didn't understand it. So it was very much like my sensitivity had to be blocked.
Yes.
And it wasn't until I turned 30 and then I started to be able to like realize it was safe for me to feel these things. And that's when I started to understand like meditation. And I think I first discovered mindfulness meditation or Buddhist meditation.
Yes, that's a great way to get into meditation.
Yeah, I think I discovered that when I was like early 30s and or mid 30s, and that's when it really started. So before that I was doing yoga and I was discovering meditation through the yoga.
Yes.
Actually the mindfulness, I was like, this is the missing link for me. This is what's been missing, the connection of the just bringing my mind to the body and the moment and stuff.
It's funny you saying about the 30. That's when I really started my journey in my because I'd sort of dipped in and out of it over the years, but I think it's great to have that life experience as well, and then be able to come back to things. So I think we've got a question from Marion here for Albina.
Yes.
How to heal generation trauma? My ancestors
Okay.
trust I can and will do it.
Okay. Yes, let me tap into the energy of Maria. No, Marianne. How to heal generation trauma. Okay, right. Right. So, interesting. I am receiving this kind of advice or message. You can't heal generation trauma because it's not your fault, I would say. And I'm sorry, I'm stopping because I'm trying to hear what they're saying upstairs. They said something, and because I'm talking, I've missed what they say, so I need to stop talking. Sorry about that. Okay, right. So, generation trauma. As I said, you will not be able to do it because there is. I don't know what is behind the question. What kind of generation was that generation before you? Your grandparents or parents? I don't know which exactly generation you're talking about. But if it's a grandparents' generation, you can't do much about it. But what you could do, okay, so look into the future, they're saying. Oh, it's absolutely positive. Surround yourself with friends as much as possible. What else? No, they said, yeah, it's not up to you. I'm afraid. I'm so sorry. It's not up to you to heal it because in some way, I don't know if that makes sense to you. Maybe you can say yes or no, so I can expand on that. But it's kind of not your fault, I feel. So it's not your responsibility to, if you personally need healing, that is another thing. You can receive that healing, but if someone else is in that trauma, you can't do much about it. That's what they say, because it's about the other person's trauma, so it's their responsibility in a way to try to heal themselves. Does that make any sense to you? I'm so sorry.
Thank you, Albina. We'll wait
Yeah,
to see what Marion is saying
yeah,
on that one. We're waiting for her comment to come up. Oh, there we go. Here we go.
yes,
I grew up in a very dysfunctional family, and I have
yeah,
carried a lot of trauma and passed it over
yeah.
to my daughter. Maybe
Mm.
it's more to not repeat.
Yes. Okay. Yes. So that is more, I understand that more now, because I wasn't sure whether the trauma. Yeah. I came from the same type of family, to be honest with you. So I totally can relate to you, but I'm not going to give you my experience. Pass it over to my daughter. I'm going to say that I didn't want to have a child purely because I thought my connection with my child, I don't want to be repetition of my relationship with my mother. So if that makes sense to you, there you go. I'm with you on that one. Anyway, after lots of time, I decided to have that child. It's only one child. I have a daughter. So how not to pass? Well, yeah. The problem is the trauma comes from, again, from your family. So what you can do, as I said, yes, I said actually to you, you have to kind of surround yourself with more positive people, and sometimes friends. Why did I hear the word friends? Now it makes sense to me, because friends sometimes can replace the family members which we can't get along with. Does that make sense? So friends sometimes can help us more than our dysfunctional members of the family. And pass it over to your daughter. Of course, you have to be very, very careful. Um, yeah, you can't repeat the behavior of your family. So you have to somehow distinguish what you do not want to repeat from your parents, to have the same repetition with your child. So, in other words, at the moment, I'll tell you my experience. At the moment, I feel like my daughter is 22 years old, and I feel like now I have this repetition with my mother, and I'm really, really not happy about that. But why did that happen? Purely because of one thing. My daughter is in love with a boy at the moment, and she wants to start her own family. So that point is a turning point in our relationship. So probably try not to tap into a turning point with your child. And I've made sense. It makes sense. Oh, I'm so happy for that. I've healed a lot the past. I'm so sorry, I'm reading the message. A lot the past 3 years, and I met ancestors in meditation. Yeah, that sounds great. We have been waiting for you and trust you. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much. Oh, that makes me happy. That it made sense to you, because sometimes I'm wondering, oh, does that make sense to the person? I don't know what I'm doing here. It's always this doubt feeling of, am I talking rubbish here or not? I'm so sorry. But that's me.
Wonderful,
Yes, I'm very
wonderful.
happy. Yeah. Okay.
You're doing fab, Albina. It's interesting what you're saying, because I have heard before that we can't heal other people's trauma, because that's like
Yes.
if we try to heal their trauma, it's almost
Oh,
like they haven't learned their lesson. Like
yeah.
if there's lessons there to be learned, that's for them to heal, but we can focus on ourselves. And it's interesting what you were saying about the focusing on yourself and focusing on
Mhm.
happiness and friends and
Yeah.
bringing that joy, and we can
Mm.
focus on our own healing. And then when
Mm.
we focus on our own healing, it then
Absolutely.
ripples
Yes.
forward, I suppose, to the kids, just like to our younger generation, I suppose.
Yeah. Do you know, here, this is the very second time actually, to be honest, I am doing online, because usually I need to see the person in front of me, and sometimes I need to touch hands just to start. But I have been talking to a close friend of mine online. He had been giving her messages. She's going through a traumatizing event at the moment. For her, of course. For me, it's not that traumatizing, but everyone has got a point of view. And the fact that I cannot actually see, I see only your face, Marianne, yeah, which is absolutely, I'm so pleased with myself, the fact that I see your face, I read your message, and I connect, and I do receive message which is specifically for you. Hopefully that helped you, and I'm really pleased with that. So you are a second person I'm doing that. I don't even, with the picture, only with the picture, that is lovely to see that I can help a little bit. But I did hear the word friends and be positive, and then, yeah, whatever I said. Do you know, the other thing is, once I give a message, I can't remember what the message was, because at that time, linking with upstairs is what it is at this moment in time. And because if that is not related to me, I cannot repeat what I said. So that's why I have created a piece of paper. If I do readings with people, just write down the words which come from upstairs, and then the person who is sitting with me just to write the words, we expand on that, and they write what the message is, in terms of me not have to go back and tap into the energy and repeat whatever I said. Does that make sense at all?
Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, well done for that being your second time as well, and working differently.
Yes.
Because I know how hard it is to step out of the comfort zone. As I was
Yeah.
saying earlier, I was saying to the ladies also, I also feel like when in church I could do my mediumship no problem, but on live I'm just a little bit more
Yeah.
like, oh, I can do the
It's
cards
scary.
fine on live, but
Yeah.
it's the mediumship is just stepping out that little bit more. And as someone said earlier, like with being comfortable with your gifts and being able to just step
Yeah.
out and do that. But Marion has said, thank you, this is beautiful. I have no
Mhm.
family here anymore. Now it's up to me. Thank you. And she's put a love
Yeah.
heart for you, Albina.
Thank you. So that's why I said here for Myron again, I'm so sorry, friends. That's why the word friends came in, probably because the spirits probably
Yes.
how knew about the parents. You don't have family anymore here. So friends, the word friends was important. So surround your friends with, yourself with friends.
And
Sorry, that's all for
I
me.
think the fact as well that Marion's got such great awareness as well about the trauma related to her family. That
Yeah.
just sometimes that's just shining that light on our understanding of not carrying over the patterns of the past can be so
Yes.
powerful as well.
Yes.
So that's fantastic that you've got that awareness as well, Marion. Does anyone else have any questions or would like a reading from Albina? We can also have people come onto the Zoom, so you can actually come on to us. A link will be put up in the comments section, and then you can just come on and join us.
Thank
I
you
think
for
we're just going
listening.
to go on a commercial break now quickly, but we'll be back in a second.
Introducing the SPTV app, your digital spiritual guide for an enlightening journey like no other. Immerse yourself in a world of audio and visual content crafted to inspire, educate, and entertain. Seek guidance with our card of the day, choosing up to 6 cards for personal insights. Enhance your daily life with our wellness section, featuring nutritious recipes, affirmations, and balanced living tips. Explore our spiritualism section for a deep understanding of the religion, its principles, and spiritual answers. Unravel the secrets of the clairs and broaden your spiritual horizon. Easily find local readers, therapists, centers, or churches with our comprehensive directory. Stay connected with live broadcasts, check our schedule, and get to know our insightful presenters. Delve into the meanings of angel numbers, crystals, and a comprehensive list of divination meanings. All of this and more, available for free on the SPTV app. Download now at sptv.uk/app and start your journey with your digital spiritual guide.
Help Spiritual Psychics TV grow our TikTok channel. Connect with us at SPTV UK. We're on a journey to reach our next milestone, and we need your help. Follow us today and support us going live. Imagine getting personalised readings, discovering your card of the day, and so much more. Don't miss out on the opportunity to explore new adventures with us. Follow, engage, and transform. Join our growing community at Spiritual Psychics TV with @SPTV UK on TikTok.
This evening at 8 p.m, join Clara for a night filled with mediumship teachings and readings, featuring special guests.
Hello, welcome
Hey,
back,
everyone.
everybody. Yay.
Hello. Hello.
So welcome back, everyone. So we did get a question in from Mary, but we just wondered, Mary, if you just wanted to clarify a little bit about what the question is that you're wanting to ask, because we read it and we were just a little bit unclear on what the question is. So if you just wanted to clarify the question and what it is that you're wanting to find out, like the guidance, we could maybe take it from there. But what I was just asking Laura before we came from the ads, I was just saying to Laura, did you feel drawn to pull any cards at all today?
Yes, I can do some. Richard, would you just move along the names a little bit for me, please? Brilliant. So let us know in the comments as well. I'll just do a general card spread. So
Okay, Claire. Word regarding. Okay, if my grandson will come back. Ah, that makes sense because there were too many people. I'm so sorry, I stepped in. Is
that's
that
all right.
all right?
No, go. If you want to
I'm
answer,
sorry.
answer the question.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
So, Mary, that makes more sense because previously there were too many people involved. The father, so yeah, it was a bit too many personality here. Okay, so if my grandson will come,
So I think Albina's just tapping
okay.
into the question. So
Yes, I'm so sorry. Yes, yeah.
So if my grandson will come back to his mum.
No,
So
I did receive an answer, and you know, sometimes if I receive an answer, I want to ask again, so it takes a little bit of time for repetition. That's what I mean, because I may not like the answer, I may want a different answer. That's what usually happens with me. Okay, so twice, Mary, I'm ever so sorry. I've received a message. No, not at the moment. I don't know if what will happen in the future, but let's say not at the moment. Yeah. So the answer I receive is no, but I am adding not at the moment because, as I said, the future can change. So you need, and now I'm with more connection. So you need, or whoever needs to do a little step. If the grandson would like to go back to his mom, he needs to do something, or mom needs to do something. There should be an event before grandson goes back to his mom. And I know hearts are getting broken and we are sad and all the rest of it, but sometimes we need to go through some sadness to learn some kind of lesson, if you like, and to learn maybe how to behave. The word is behave here. I don't know what's going on and whether behaving is the proper word to say, and if you understand that, but that's what a word comes to my mind. And yeah, it's kind of behavior stuff. Yeah, so some there in your either mom or grandson, something has happened. The answer is no at the moment, and events need to happen in terms of stuff to happen. If, for example, mom wants the grandson to come back to her. Does that make sense at all, Mary? Okay.
We'll just
So
wait.
give
That
Mary
was
a little bit of time to respond, because there's
Yes,
that
of
time
course.
lag between actually typing the message and then us actually
Yeah. Yeah, of
receiving
course.
it. So I think Richard was just saying there's like a 15-second time lag between Facebook and us receiving like the messages. So but thank
Yeah.
you for connecting in, Albina, with that question
Mhm.
and giving the answer and the response that you received as well.
Yes, I'm actually quite drawn to the picture of Mary here. Yeah, and the young lady there. She's quite curious looking, and she's very curious person, I would say. Do I have a message for her? For some reason, I don't know why I'm drawn to the picture. Shall we carry on saying something, or
yeah.
what?
Please do. Say what you feel.
Okay. Oh, okay. I totally understand. I think that isn't allowing. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so the message is yes, spot on then. Okay, so I think going. Oh my God, going to court. Okay, I'm so sorry to hear that, but yes. That is his mom. Yeah. Okay, and I'm really kind of not happy for the situation, but happy that the message was given correctly then in that case. Thank
So
you.
it's interesting because actually the response that's come back from Mary ties in with what you were saying. So Albina, you were saying no, not at the moment, but an event needs
Yeah.
to happen. So Mary's confirmed the court. Event needs
Yeah.
to happen.
Oh, I didn't even think of that. You see, I'm giving the message. I don't even connect that with the chord, and then there you go. Yes, I'm so sorry. That's me working very hard,
Yeah.
not coming down to it to read the messages properly. Oh my God. Okay.
And you
Yes.
felt very connected to the other lady in the picture as well, and she's saying that
Yes.
that's his mum.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Oh, is that? Oh, so sorry.
yes,
So who is the mother? I'm so sorry. The mom is the young
the lady with
lady.
the brown hair. Yeah.
Oh, that is oh my goodness. Yes, that's it. So I'm drawn to her. Somehow that's it. Yeah. Yeah. So then the link is totally correct then. Yeah.
Fabulous.
Okay.
Amazing. Well done, Abina. Thank you.
you, Albina.
Well done to me. I'm so scared, when am I doing this correctly? Oh my God, am I saying anything wrong here? But yes.
You're
Yeah.
doing
So I'm
wonderfully.
trying to
It's lovely
debate.
to have you here. It really is. I'm going
Okay.
to go through the. I'm going to
Other messages, yeah, or not?
as
I
well.
don't know.
Let us know if you've got any more questions for Albina, and also let me know if anyone wants a card pulled as well. Just put your comments in, and also remember to share and like the feed as well. Get it out to as many people as possible, and share. We also are on TikTok as well, so if you haven't joined us on TikTok, then please do. We have Annette, and she's saying that's brilliant. Wow, Abina.
Oh, really? Is that
Yeah.
me?
Yeah.
Okay, Pam. No.
Okay.
Yeah. It's just for me, maybe. Okay, Claire. I saw Claire. I'd love to. I don't know, Laura, if you would like to do something as well, but I am going to read the messages. I mean, Claire is in front
Yeah.
of me at the moment. So, if you have something to say as well, would be great. So I'm writing the name Claire.
Yeah. If you work the way you work at Abina, and then
Yes, and you do the
and
same.
then
Yeah,
I'll
okay.
pull a card, Claire. Yeah.
Of course, yeah. So I'm
Yeah.
concentrating on here. Work regarding this incident. Thank you. Okay, so Claire, I'm so sorry. Sometimes I need to read out loud to connect with the spirits. Claire, at work regarding this incident. Okay. Okay. Right. Interesting. So the word it came straight away to for Claire, which is very strange. I don't know. I have asked what is the incident. I don't know why. It just came up to my mind, and it says it's unknown. Yeah, the word unknown, or probably I shouldn't know, but the word I received was unknown. Okay, and then I'm gonna ask about I am on the right path. Okay, to work. At work. With Claire. Okay. Well, Claire, I'm gonna say here, I hope you like the answer. The answer is not no. I'd love to know if I'm on the right path. Why the answer is no from upstairs? Again, I'm receiving unknown. The word unknown. Does that make any sense to you, Claire? I'm so sorry. I have to ask if if I'm on the right path here.
We'll just shall
Mhm.
I've got a card for Claire as well.
Yeah.
So maybe while we're waiting for Claire to clarify that,
Mhm.
so I just show this card here. So it's between worlds. She's saying
Mhm.
yes, yes, please.
Yes, please, Miss, I'm on the right path. Is that okay? It was, I say,
Safeguard an issue.
right. Yes, right. I'm with you on that one. I had safeguarding issue a couple of days ago. Again, personal experience. Right. Okay. So unknown and no, it's not on the right path. What what is the message for you from upstairs? So you can clarify the things, please. Claire. Okay, Claire, you can't do much about anything at the moment. I'm so sorry. So, okay, what Claire she can do? Okay, because the things are unknown at the moment, I don't know whether there is a whether somebody is doing investigation, but at right now, at the moment, the things are unknown, and that's why at the moment the things are not on the right way. So I believe, in other words, that because you want your name to be cleared or something, they can't say at the moment anything because it is during investigation, and the problem there is I can see it myself is just the fact that other people are involved and other opinion, and sometimes where there are meetings about safeguarding, some people may take it in the wrong way, and because schools want to cover themselves too much, I would say, in a way that, oh, we're looking after children and everyone else is their fault, but sometimes that's not the truth, and but the school has to kind of save themselves in a way. So with that, you have to wait a little bit. That's what it says above, upstairs, I mean. At the moment, it's just a no, and it is a lot of anxiety for you. That's what they say. Anxiety is the word. Don't worry. There's another thing. Don't worry. Things will get clear. Is a clear the air. That's another thing I heard now. Oh wow, you haven't done anything wrong, they say from upstairs. The result is unknown. Okay, the word unknown, I can mean unknown, is the result you're waiting is unknown yet. Does that make sense to you, Claire? Yes, okay, I agree with that. Whew. Okay, yeah, I was the person reporting it. Okay, right. Sounds good to me.
Brilliant, Albina. I've
Okay.
got I'm going to carry on with this card for you, Claire. And I think it's sort of it's similar to what Albina was saying. It's sort of it's a bit unknown at the moment, and I know you've sort of said that because you're on the edge as well with what's going to happen with it. And I just feel like as you've sort of relayed some of the information as well. It's just completely out of your control at the moment, completely out of your control. And all you can do is try to look at the situation in another way, and to keep sort of imagining yourself with that victory as well, because I'm feeling more drawn to the light than the darkness as well. Making sure that you stand in your own power at this time, and you don't let it consume you as well, what's gone on and the outcome of it. Because I just feel, as Abina was saying, it's sort of, it's up in air at the moment, but I do feel like your positivity and the way that you're handling the situation as well is going to be quite a big part in what you're doing. So making sure that you stay positive with it as well, and almost deciding, I don't know whether you're deciding at the moment whether you actually want to stay at the job or you want to go, no matter the outcome, because that's what I'm feeling. It's almost like you're in between, like you've got that choice to make, if that's something, and that can be quite empowering as well, that we have a choice within a situation as well. So I just feel like standing in your power, making sure that you get what you want as well, making sure that you, even though you've reported it, but sort of pushing forward with that as well. If it obviously is a safeguarding issue, making sure that you're heard and you've got the right, what's the word? That you've got the right backing as well, some legal advice or something like that if you need it as well, Claire. I think that's really important for you at the moment. So I hope that also resonated and helped you, Claire.
Yes, I totally agree with you, Laura, because I can't remember what I said, but there was something positive that the anxiety should it will be a positive outcome for you. I can't remember what I said. That's the problem. I didn't write it down. But I hope Claire did at the time. Yeah, I'm so sorry.
Well, luckily we can watch it all on replay as well.
Oh, okay. Yes.
It's interesting to see how both your messages like interlinked. So yeah, it was from my side to listen to both of you, and just seeing how they all interlinked. So thank you, Albina and Laura, for doing that, and Claire for your question as well. Laura,
Okay.
sorry, so Claire's just come back saying, yes, thank you. I'm
Yeah.
trying to remain positive.
Yeah.
I'm being well looked after at work. Oh, good.
I'm
That's
glad.
nice to see.
Excellent.
Yeah,
Glad to hear that.
Excellent. Yeah.
that's nice to hear, Claire. Thank you for bringing the question in for us to work well, for Albina to connect with and Laura to connect with as well. So thank you.
Wonderful.
So Laura, I was just wondering, is now a good time to talk about maybe what's the plan going forward? Because
Yes,
is now a good time.
Yes,
Yes,
I think we should definitely. Yeah.
So yeah, so this is the first time of announcing it to everybody. So that is that today is actually my last show of coming live with all of you today. It won't be the last time you'll see me, I'm sure, but it's just I'm having a little bit of a break from SPTV Live for some personal reasons. But Laura has got somebody that's going to be joining her going forward. So Laura, did you want to talk a little bit about who's going to be joining you from the next show onwards? You're going to be co-hosting with?
I will be. I have the lovely Helen, and she's been on quite a few programs on SBTV as well. So you may have seen her in the other programs as well. She is interested in nature. She runs spiritual retreats. She's even got me to she was telling me about she makes a blue lotus tea, so I'm going to be ordering some of that as well. So it's going to be, it's going to be brilliant. She's going to be coming on the show be in 2 weeks time as well, so I'll introduce her to everybody in 2 weeks.
Amazing. Oh, it sounds lovely, especially if she's doing retreats. And I've tried Blue Lotus.
What's it like? Tell me.
Like, I didn't realize you can actually not overdose on it, but it's like I put too much in a cup. I didn't realize that you have to you have to ration it. So yeah, just
what
I
happened?
put half the
I'm
bag in a
intrigued now.
teapot, and then I was like, oh, this is a bit,
Because it
I
was
wasn't
supposed to make you
expecting that.
happy. She said it was an aphrodisiac as well. So I was like, okay. But she said that's what the ancient Egyptians thought. But actually it makes you, it just brings you that joy and brings you that happiness. So were you overly happy then, Adele, with
I was
you had
just
it?
just felt very, very like way gone. But in a happy way, in a good way. Like it now I know, that's why I was saying just ration.
Amazing. Thank you for that tip. It's going to be really sad to see you go as well. But as I said earlier, it is farewell and it isn't goodbye. You will come back on the show and you will join us again, I'm very sure, even as a guest every now and then as well. And come on, you're more than welcome to, of course. And yeah, you've got lots of exciting things happening, and you've got a business retreat coming up as well yourself, haven't you?
Yeah, well, actually, it's more because through the holistic community that I've built, which is in person, I started it like 2 years ago, and we've got a community event happening on the 20th of April, actually. So that's where I'm sort of having to direct my energy towards that at the moment. But yeah, it's more like me bringing the community together and open it up for the public to experience different treatments and stuff. So it's more of a day. It's like a day. I don't know if we call it retreat. It's just like a day where people can just come and relax, and there's a whole day of talks and 10 different talks, and I've got about 12 different therapists all there, so it's so much to plan.
Amazing. That sounds so good. And where can people as well, Adele, where can people if they want to come along to the open day as well, where can people find it?
Well, it's actually, so I live in Surrey, and the event that I'm running on the 20th of April, it's actually at it's in Windlesham, the Windlesham Community Hub. But it's yeah, it's just a really lovely, what I try to create is more of a community vibes rather than like the bigger mind, body and soul events that you get. There's like hundreds of people there. The gatherings that we do are smaller, and it's more of bringing the community together, and it's kind of giving people a platform. So when I was saying there's like 12 different therapists there, they're all offering different things. So if somebody wants a reading, so actually Albina's going to be there offering her version of the reading. And then we've got tarot readings, oracle card readings, and somebody offering aura reading. So the idea is that people can come experience like all of the different modalities of healing. They can trial it out, and not all on the same day, but it's just nice to try different things.
That sounds so wonderful. So I know it's going to be absolutely fabulous. We've got a comment from Tony to you. She's saying, sad to see you go, hon. Enjoy your future.
Thank you very much, Tony. I am actually going to really miss the online community, because it's a really lovely community here with SPTV Live, and I'm loving like how interactive the viewers are and everything. So I am going to miss you all, but like Laura said, I'm not going too far. I'm sure I'll be back, hopefully. Invited as a guest will be lovely, but yeah, I just need to direct my energy elsewhere at the moment. But I've really enjoyed my experience, and I'm grateful to Richard for giving me the opportunity to be here as well, and all of the viewers. So yeah, it's been wonderful. Great experience.
It's been wonderful to work with you, Adele. So I'm definitely going to be having you back on the show as well, and I really look forward to seeing everything you're doing as well. Very, very exciting. And Albina as well, thank you so much for being on the show. How can people get in touch with you, Albina, if they would like to do a private reading with you?
The email address.
Brilliant. I think Richard's going to put it up on the screen, your Facebook business page. So brilliant. That's on screen. That's how you can get in touch with Albina as well, if you would like to reach out to her.
Yes, absolutely fine. If people wants to message me privately, and I can do that, absolutely fine.
Fantastic.
And it's been pleasure. It's been pleasure for me to be with you all today.
It's been lovely to have you here, Albina. It really has. And it hasn't been
Thank you.
too bad not being able to see you. You can see you on your photo there as
Yeah, I'm
well.
so sorry about that. It's just I tried to put the camera on and again I couldn't hear you well. So no, I'm sorry.
Sometimes tech just does that. It doesn't want to play
Yeah.
ball, does it?
No, yeah. And sometimes upstairs even don't allow you that, which is for a reason. Sometimes they say.
Everything
so
for a
sorry.
reason,
Yes.
they say, don't they? Yeah,
Oh,
100%,
yes.
100%.
Okay, so should we? So I'm just. Is it worth saying? Richard, is there any shows on this evening or anything else that you? Okay. So Richard's just confirmed that there's one live at 8 this evening. Who was it with, Richard? I'd missed the name.
Laura.
Tara. Oh, fabulous. So Tara. Am I getting that right? Oh, Cara. Sorry, am I
Cara,
hearing?
yes.
Okay, so yeah, so we've got Cara this evening at 8 p.m. So am I saying the right?
You're saying it. Clark,
Oh.
we've got the dog's teeth in today. Cara at 8 p.m. this evening.
Clara, is
I'm
it with
saying it wrong
L?
as well.
Yes, I tapped into upstairs and they said
What's
L. There is an
happened?
L. I don't know.
Clara. We have Clara this evening at 8 p.m. with her mediumship and learning live programs. So if you are interested in that, please come and join.
Fabulous. Okay, well, thank you so much, Albina, once again for joining us. Sorry,
Thank
Richard,
you.
was there something else you wanted to say?
We don't know if we'll be able to repeat it though, if you are going to be able to say anything, because we can't seem to be able to say someone's name at the moment, but
so yeah, thank you, Albina, again for joining us today, and Richard for behind the scenes doing all the things that you do, and Laura, it's been a pleasure co-hosting with you.
Oh, it's been so lovely to co-host with you as well, Adele, but as I said, you're going to be back on the show as well, and I'm excited to see what you're going to be doing as well. You can put all your focus on what you're doing at the moment. So wonderful. And thank you also to everybody for joining us again today. And for all your lovely comments. We've got a comment from Nicola. Thank you, ladies, and Richard as well. So that's lovely. And thank you all again, Tony as well. It's a beautiful community. It really is. It's a family, isn't it? Becomes like a family. We get the regular people on here, which is so lovely to be able to connect with you all as well. So and Annette is saying it's fine. We're all friends in here. We can get the words all mixed up. Yeah,
upstairs,
of course.
Adele, upstairs, they told me you will be back, so don't even think anywhere. So they said she will be back. Sorry, and it was quite serious. So yeah, that's all I wanted to say. You will be back.
Well,
She'll be back.
spoke.
I love that so much. And Nicola's saying all the best, Adele. All the best.
Thank you, Nicola. And thank you to all the viewers as well. I realised that I was saying thank you to everyone, but thank you to the viewers for all of your comments and just making it really interactive like you do.
You're welcome, Marianne. Yeah, you're welcome. I hope we helped you.
Well,
and thank you to me. Yeah.
Sorry, I've got over talking as well. Can't speak and over talking everyone, but it's probably coming to the end of the show. That's why we're all crisscrossing around. So we will see you. I will see you in 2 weeks again with Helen as well. I'll be able to introduce her to everybody, so that would be lovely. But everyone have a lovely 2 weeks and have a blessed rest of your day. Take care.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.